Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the tier 7 Japanese destroyer the Shiratsuyu, and I'm using these modules and commander skills. This is a ranked battle, and today I'm quite annoyed. You'll see why during the match, but I think the Shiratsuyu is a very good ranked ship, but for some reason for me, she just has not worked out. I just keep getting teams that perform poorly, they do stupid things. And for some reason it just seems to happen when I play the Shiratsuyu. When I play the Sims, well, it seems generally quite a lot better. Anyways, we spawned on the southern side and we started heading towards the A-cap. By the way, if you didn't notice when I checked the teams, the enemy team has a Belfast. We don't have any radar cruisers, they have one. And by the way, they have two guys in one clan actually, which is quite surprising. So the problem with this map with radar cruisers is that the northern side seems to hold an advantage. You see, when the northern side has a radar cruiser, they can radar the A-cap. You see the island that's straight north from the A-cap? I'm gonna look at it in a moment. You can hide Belfast behind it or an Atlanta, and the radar will reach this cap zone. Like, look at my current position, I'm pretty much as far as I can be, and the island straight in that direction, exactly where I'm looking at, is going to have a Belfast. And I don't say this because I already know the match, I say this because I have played this map enough in ranked that I know that radar cruisers do that. And the southern side really can't do anything quite like it, although they can technically do that on the island that's near the B cap, like half inside it. However, actually getting behind that island is a lot more difficult than getting behind the island at the A-cap, so I think the northern side actually has an advantage here. So I tell my team that the Belfast is gonna radar in a moment, and well, there is the radar! Just as I predicted! However, it seems the enemy team did not actually have people that are backing up the Belfast, which means that nobody else is shooting at me, and I'm already, finishing the capping. However, it's still a poor situation. We would have got the cap zone very easily if my friendly Mahan, the other destroyer, had come with me. However, he was busy, I don't know, maybe using smoke on our battleships or something, but for some reason he did a really weird turn behind the island that the cruiser is behind right now. And that's a really big mistake, because what I've seen happen with this capping is that if the Belfast gets a good radar off and he has team support, that destroyer that's in the cap zone that got radared can literally just die, and then you don't get your cap zone and you just lost the ship. And the easiest way to fight against this is if both destroyers go in cap, because they will be able to cap earlier. Now this is the first thing that really annoyed me about this match. Now is the second thing. Look at where our Scharnhorst is going. Swen 1974. That guy is 100% dead. While he might pull something useful out of this, this is a really big mistake. You should not rush in like that. Because right now we actually have an advantage. Like, look, we have 9 more points because we got the cap zone slightly earlier. And because defending is easier than attacking, it's much more beneficial for you to stay where you are and wait for the enemy to come to you. And we even just got the enemy Belfast killed, so this is, in my opinion, a really big mistake that the Scharnhorst is making. And that annoys me. Especially because my teammates seem to think that what the Scharnhorst is doing is a good idea. Now yes, I'm complaining, etc. However, that Scharnhorst really did nothing for us. All he did is lose points, and that is not a good thing. Now, on the bright side though, he did get into the B cap, so we slightly got a points lead, or a bigger points lead, and my torpedoes seem to be okay on the Nagato, I think. Wait, no. What? I think I missed all of them in... Oh, never mind, I did hit one. Okay, well at least I got the flooding on the Nagato. Yeah. Well, I'm quite sorry that the Belfast's team did not actually cover the Belfast, because that guy definitely made the right decision. His team didn't quite follow up nicely though, which is beneficial for us, I suppose. So, I launched my torpedoes, but I'm gonna have torpedoes in 20 seconds again, so I'm gonna drop another one on the Nagato. Hopefully he'll try to utilize the smoke, and then it'll be an easy position to torpedo. I suppose one of the reasons why... Okay, a destroyer is actually close by, so I'm gonna turn my guns and turn my ship. I don't really want to... No, actually, maybe it would be a good idea to shoot. I don't know. Nah, I think the battleships would follow up. I do keep going closer because I can spot the Mahan, but he can't spot me, at least not yet anyway. And I'm gonna smoke the... I'm gonna torpedo the smoke because I think the Nagato is going to stay there. And if I actually look at the minimap, there should still be another destroyer somewhere around. I suppose the reason why Shiratsuyu hasn't really performed as well for me as the Sims has, at least in winning the game, is because as a Shiratsuyu, you rely a lot on actually getting your torpedo hits, and because your speed is very, very slow, you have difficulty doing the whole dodging and tanking thing that you can do with many other destroyers. Because if enemies are shooting at you, they're not shooting at your teammates, and your teammates will, do things. Actually hit 2 torpedoes on the Nagato again. That's very good. At least I think it's the Nagato. Might not actually be the Nagato though. I don't know for certain. Well, we lost another ship, and this time it's our second destroyer. Kind of expected, to be honest. Oh, okay. Flooding got the Nagato. That's very good. Kind of expected that at some point we would lose this Mahan, considering that his early actions, I don't think he was playing very well here, and kind of makes sense that he just died as well then. He isn't playing very well. Okay, I actually found the Leningrad. This is good and bad. It's good because I can deal damage to the Leningrad and spot him for the other side. The bad thing is that I am also spotted, which means that enemies can shoot me, and I don't have a lot of HP. So let's try to finish this Leningrad off and then try to slow down and smoke. I do have to keep in mind that the Leningrad can torpedo me. Excellent, Leningrad down. And now let's start slowing down and turning towards where the Leningrad was, because if torpedoes come, they will... Oh my god, that AP just... That one AP shot just did 7,200 damage. The 2 AP shells were like literally next to one another. That's incredible. Very, very well done. I know it's RNG, but still. I mean, he even says that it's RNG, but still, that was an incredible shot. And this is what happens when a destroyer tries tanking lengthwise, because the AP shells just overmatch the destroyer's armor, and what happens there is that the destroyer simply... or the AP shell simply goes through the destroyer, hitting multiple sections. And they might not even deal overpen damage there, or, they might end up dealing penetration damage. So I'm shooting my guns and doing all that kind of stuff, but honestly I'm not certain. Maybe I should just go into the big cap zone. My worry right now with going into the cap zone is that there might be a plane or 2 around, and they might spot me, and I don't exactly have enough HP to survive more than 1 or 2 shots. So I fire my torpedoes because that now seems to be coming closer. I left because my smoke was going off anyway. I fire all 16 torpedoes because I might as well take advantage of this. I probably won't get much of a chance. And I'll just try staying away more or less from this Gneisenau, because he will definitely be able to try to decap me. Although the island that's in the B cap, by the way, this is the island that I'm very, very close to. That's the island I meant earlier that you could potentially hide behind to radar the B cap, but it's more difficult to get there. So I got 2 torpedo hits on the Gneisenau, and I suppose I'll try finishing her off with my guns. But I don't have a lot of HP, and she has 5,000 HP left. It'll be difficult to deal this kind of damage, so I need to survive at least 1 more shot. And she entered the cap zone, so I'm definitely gonna get decapped here. Okay, I think at least at this point the Gneisenau is dead because of the fire. And oh, yep, she died, but not to me actually. Survived with 433 HP. So if you actually read the team chat, at some point one of the, I think the Colorado said something like that our Scharnhorst did the right decision, but the team didn't support or something like that. And I called him an idiot for it because, frankly, I don't see how you can think that that was the right decision. However, I also included something like, it's understandable that you're an idiot because you picked Colorado for a ranked. And people will probably not understand what I mean there. You see, the Colorado, at least in my opinion, and in the opinion of many others, is not a very good ranked ship as a battleship. And the reason for it is because, for some reason, the Colorado and the Nagato both take a lot more HE damage from ships like the Belfast and the Shores, and probably even ships like the Myoko, etc., than battleships like the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau. And the reason for it is because the German battleships have these thicker plates somewhere randomly on their ship that the HE shells just cannot penetrate. However, on the Nagato and the Colorado, you know, they are all or nothing, so they only have the most important bits covered more or less at least. So they tend to take a lot more damage from HE, and because of that, in my opinion, the Colorado and the Nagato are not very good ranked ships. Nagato, you know, it's not as bad, but I still would not recommend the Nagato. At least not the way people mostly seem to play her. That is, you could play the Nagato by staying far away and then firing from range, at least far away enough so that the HE shell spammers can't shoot you. However, people don't seem to play the Nagato or Colorado like that. What they do is they go in just like the German battleships, and then they just die to HE. And that's just not a good plan in my opinion. So I really do think that the German battleships are a much better decision for rank. Of course, if you're a very good player, then you'll probably, you know, it doesn't matter as much because you'll be aware of the strengths and weaknesses of the ships themselves. However, of course, in the general sense, you know, everybody cannot be a very good player. Anyways, this is the match over. Did 73,000 damage, and I was number 1 in experience, with the Fiji being number 2, and there are the Colorado and the Scharnhorst. Unsurprisingly, neither of them performed all that well. And even our Nagato did not perform that well if you look at it, actually. The Scharnhorst's main problem was that he just YOLO rushed in. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, on this map, please try to help the capping DDs, because they can easily be radared. So if you like this video, then like it. If not, then dislike it. And I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, Ikaros, and I hope I see you guys next time.